Hello everyone, I am Anjali. Welcome to my channel. Today I will discuss about the stock indices. First, let us know what is stock indices. A stock index is a statistics that reflect the composite value of a basket of stocks. Stock listed within an index bears similar characteristics such as trading in the same stock exchange, belonging in the same industry or having comparable market capitalizations. Securities based on indices such as index funds, index futures, and index options offers investors a way to diversify their portfolio without the need to buy or sell multiple securities. The resultant benefits include less monitoring and lower transaction fees. Now we will discuss the types of indices: broad based indices, narrow based indices. A broad-based index is designed to represent the performance of the entire stock market. Its component stock generally includes some of the largest public companies from across the major industries. As such, broad-based indices are used as a gauge of investor sentiment on the state of the economy. Next, narrow-based indices. A narrow base index tracks the performance of a stock that have a specific characteristic, such as belonging to a particular industry or having market capitalizations within a certain range. Next, let's have a look at index weighting. Capitalization weighted, free float adjusted market capitalization weighting, price weighting. First, capitalization weighted. In a capitalization weighted or market value weighted index, the value of the index is calculated using the market capitalization of the component stocks, and hence more weightage is given to the larger companies listed in the index. Next, price weighted. In a price weighted or equal dollar weighted index, the value of the index is calculated using only the price of the component stocks. Higher price stocks are given more weightage in such indices. Free float adjusted market capitalization weighting, thus stock market indices which segmented by their index weight methodology or the rules on how stocks are allocated in the index independent of its stock coverage, which is based on weighted consultant stock by its market capitalization or its stock price by number of shares outstanding divided by the total market capitalization of all the constituents in the index. Under capital assets pricing method, the market cap weighted market portfolio, which could be approximated with the market cap weighted equity index portfolio, which means various efficient, meaning that it produces the highest return for a given level of risk. Next, index weighting. In index weighting, some points are we will discuss: equal weighting, fundamental factor weighting, volatility weighting, minimum variance weighting. First, equal weighting. Equal weighting based indices gives each constituent stocks weights of 1n, where n represent the number of stocks in the index, which means constituent stock weightage of 1 by n. This method produces the least concentrated portfolio. Equal weighting of stocks in an index is considered a naive strategy because it does not show preference towards any single stock. Zhang and Liu in 2013 note that Broad market equally weighted indices are factor indifferent and randomized factor mispricing. Equal weight stock indices tends to overweight small cap stocks and to underweight large cap stocks compared to a market cap weighted index. These biases tends to give equal weight stock indices higher volatility and lower liquidity than market cap weighted index. For example, the Barron's 400 index assigns an equal value of 0.25% to each of the 400 stocks included in the index, which together add up to the 100% whole. Next, fundamental factor weighting. It is based on indices or fundamentally based indexes, which constituent stocks based on stock fundamental factors rather than stock financial market data. Fundamental factors could include sales, income, dividend, and other factors analyzed in fundamental analysis. Similar to fundamental analysis, fundamental weighting assumes that stock market price will coverage to an intrinsic price implied by fundamental attributes. Certain fundamental factors are also used in generic factor weighting index. Next, factor weighting. Factor weighting refers as which based on index weight constituent stocks based on market risk factors of stocks as measured in the context of factor models such as the FAMA French three factor model. These indices common factors include growth, value, size, yield, momentum, quality and volatility where passive factor investing strategies are sometimes known as smart beta strategies. Investors could use factor investment strategies or portfolio to complement a market cap weightage indexed portfolio by titling or changing their portfolio exposure to a certain factors. Next, volatility weighting. Volatility weighting based indices weight constituent stocks by the inverse of their relative price volatility. Price volatility is defined differently by each index provider, but two common methods include the standard deviation of the past 252 trading days and weekly standard deviation of price return for the past 156 weeks. Next, minimum various weighting. Minimum various weighting based indices weight constituent stocks using a mean variance optimization process. In a volatility weighted index, highly volatile stocks are given less weight in the index, while in a minimum variance weighting index, highly volatile stocks that are negatively correlated with the rest of the index can be given relatively larger weights than they would be given in the volatility weighting index. Next, we are discussing about types of indices by coverage. They are country coverage, second, regional coverage, third, global coverage, fourth, exchange based coverage, fifth, sector based coverage. Let us discuss in details. First, country coverage. Country coverage represent the performance of the stock market of a given nation and by proxy reflect investor sentiments on the state of its economy. The most regularly quoted market indices are national indices composed of the stocks of large companies listed on a nation's largest stock exchanges such as the S&P 500 index in the US, the Nikkei 225 in Japan, the DAX in Germany and the Nifty 50 in India and the FTSE 100 in the UK. Second, regional coverage. Regional coverage represents the performance of the stock market of a given geographical region. For example, FTSE developed Europe index and the FTSE developed Asia Pacific index. Next, global coverage. Global coverage represents the performance of the globe stock market. The FTSE Globe Equity Index series include over 16,000 companies. Next, exchange-based coverage. These indices may be based on exchange such as the Nasdaq 100 or a group of exchanges such as the Euronext 100 or OMX Nordic 40. Sector-based coverage. These index track the performance of a specific sector of the market. Some examples include the Wilshire US REIT index, which tracks more than 80 real estate investment trusts, and the Nasdaq Biotechnology Index, which consists of approximately 200 firms in the biotechnology industry. Other indices may track companies of a certain size, a certain type of management, or more specialized criteria, such as in fundamentally based indexes. Next, presentation of index return. Some indexes, such as the S&P 500 index, have return show calculated with different methods. These versions can be differ based on how the index components are weighted and on how dividends are accounted. For example, there are three versions of S&P 500 index, that is price return, which only consider the price of the component, total return, which accounts for the dividend reinvestment, and net total return, which accounts for dividend reinvestment after the deduction of a withholding tax. Next, indices and passive investment management. Investment can fetch you in good returns. There are several investment strategies, that is passive management, mutual fund or exchange traded fund. So, passive management is an investment strategy involving investing in index funds, which are structured as a mutual funds or exchange traded funds, which track market indexes. So, since index funds attempts to replicate the holding of an index, they eliminate the need for and thus many cost of. The research entailed in active management and have a lower churn rate, which the turnover of securities, which can result in transition cost and capital gain taxes. But unlike a mutual fund, which is priced daily, an exchange traded market is priced continuously, is an optionable and can be sold short. Next, ethical stock market indexes. Several indexes are based on ethical investing and include only companies that meet certain ecological or social criteria, such as the Calvert Social Index, Dow Jones Sustainability Index, Stocks Global ESG Leaders Index, several indexes, and the Wilder Hill Clean Energy Index. Other ethical stock market indexes may be based on diversity weighting. So, in 2010, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation announced the initiation of a stock index that complies with Sharia's ban on alcohol, tobacco, and gambling. Cities of such initiatives argue that many firms satisfy mechanical ethical criteria. For example, regarding board composition or hiring practices, but fails to perform ethically with respect to shareholders. For example, Enron. While indeed the seeming seal of approval of an ethical index may put investors more at ease, enabling scams. One response to these criticisms is that trust in the corporate management, index criteria, fund or index manager, and securities regulator can never be replaced by mechanical means. So, Transparency and disclosure are the only long term effective paths to fair market. From a financial perspective, it is not obvious whether ethical indexes or ethical funds will outperform their more conventional counterparts. Theory might suggest that return would be lower since the investable universe is artificially reduced and with its portfolio efficiency. Or, on the other hand, we can say that companies with good social performance might be better run, have more committed workers and customers, and be less likely to suffer reputation damage from incidents and might result in lower share price volatility. The empirical evidence on the performance of ethical funds and of ethical firms versus their mainstream competitors is very mixed for both stock and debt market. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you for session. Bye bye. Take care.